We knew at 5 tonight, a message from people in a Northeast Columbus neighborhood haunted by tragedy on trick-or-treat night.
Just please be careful, be concerned about these kids are out here just trying to have a good time for Halloween. So be considerate and be careful.
10 TV, it has been 2 years now since 4-year-old Catherine Rodriguez was hit and killed in a crosswalk while trick-or-treating on Westerville Road. The driver was charged with misdemeanors, including aggravated vehicular homicide. Tonight, Columbus police say there is still a warrant for that driver. And we checked with the courts today. There has been very little movement in this case.
Neighbors say that crosswalk where tragedy occurred is still a problem. 10 TV's Carla Rogner joins us live from the scene of the crash with more details. Carla?
Yeah, guys, shortly there will likely be lots of trick-or-treaters crossing this busy road on their way to collect candy. This is where 4-year-old Catherine Rodriguez was hit in the crosswalk on trick-or-treat night 2 years ago. The city did just repaint this area over the summer, but there are no plans to put in a stoplight right now. And neighbors here today tell me that this is still a problem.
The Halloween excitement is in the air in this Northeast Columbus neighborhood. But on this night, a tragedy haunts those who were here for the holiday 2 years ago.
I remember the noise, the crash, because that's how close I am to it.
Angela Gunn was passing out candy on her front porch just a few houses down from the crosswalk where 4-year-old Catherine Rodriguez was hit and killed.
Since that accident happened and I seen that accident happen with that kid, it made me worry about my grandkids because they crossed the crosswalk.
As we press the button to activate the crosswalk, you hear the next few cars speed right by before traffic stopped on both sides to let us go. Gunn says that's the norm.
And that crosswalk that's out there now is not the safest thing because I sat and I watched that. I watched how the people stop, how they don't stop. And it's really bad. I think it's time for them to go ahead and put a complete stop light there.
After the crash, Rodriguez's family called for justice. 2 months later, police named Lazaro Becerra as a suspect. But 2 years later, there's been no movement on the case. Becerra was charged with misdemeanors, including aggravated vehicular homicide and failure to yield for a pedestrian. The case is listed as closed on Franklin County Municipal Court's website. But according to the court, that doesn't mean it's been dismissed. Now the city is building a new soccer park on Westerville Road, possibly meaning more traffic and pedestrians. For Gunn, that means it's time for a stoplight before another tragedy might occur.
I don't know how they're going to do this, but something needs to be done.
Yeah, and some neighbors who live on the corner here tell me they'll also be keeping as many lights on as they can tonight because it can also get dark here. As for that case against the driver, it cannot move forward until he's either arrested or turned himself in. CPD tells me that the warrant has been entered into a national database, so if he has any interaction with law enforcement across the country, he can be arrested. Live in Columbus, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.